Welcome back to Draft House, everyone. I am Joe. Today we'll be doing a Green Bay Packer 2026 NFL mock draft. As a reminder, we'll be doing mock drafts for every team before and after free agency, as well as other content in between. Packers are on the clock at pick 52. As a reminder, don't have that first round pick. They do have Micah Parsons, got injured down the stretch, but they have some needs they could fill. Specifically the ones that PFF has listed, I agree with. And that's going to make things interesting for this draft, for this free agency period. They do have 8 picks to go with. Let's start off with pick 52. I like Colton Hood. I think he's potentially a first round pick. I know he's been falling down PFF's board. So I like him. I like D'Angelo Pons. I'm going to take Colton Hood to start at pick 52. Since Jair Alexander left and even his last year or so there wasn't the greatest, get the corner to help this defense. And now if you get a good corner and you have Micah Parsons, that can really take a step forward. You lost Jeff Hafley. You lost a lot of your defensive staff to Miami. And let's make sure the defense is shored up next season. All right, so pick number 84. Would have been nice to have an interior defensive lineman available here. There doesn't seem like there's anyone even. I guess Daryl Jackson wouldn't be bad. We also picked 120. No trades in these mock drafts. Just don't like some of the times, some of the offers that are there. Let's get Jennings Dunker. This guy might need to move to guard. The Packers are experts at moving players' positions on the offensive line from tackle to guard to center. It doesn't matter. So, a guy who may need to move into guard, but the Packers can adjust and move guys around him. Pick number 120. Again, looking for a defensive lineman here. Chris McClellan wouldn't be bad. See if I have anyone else. Albert Regis wouldn't be bad. We'll go Chris McClellan because he's on top of their board to help that interior defensive line. I think they could double down on this position maybe later on for some depth or maybe in free agency as well. All right, so we have pick number 158 here. Not thinking that there's anything too specific we would need at this point after getting all of the needs figured out. Let's go with Aaron Anderson, another receiver. Romeo Dobbs is going to be a free agent. Yes, he took one in the first round last year, Matthew Golden, but taking one in the fifth round is not going to really impact that too much. We'll take him there. Pick number 200. Let's go with Isaiah Nukobia out of SMU at safety. Get a person at a different position there, someone who can help on special teams. 3 7th-round picks now to get through. And again, we'll try to take different positions. Sometimes there might be a chance to double up on some of these positions. Let's go Rayshon Benny out of Michigan here. Like I said, we might double down on defensive line. That's a position we might be able to do, but keep it moving and go to pick 254. Patrick Payton had a good year a couple of years ago at Florida State. Hasn't quite been the same since, but we'll take a chance on him in round 7. And let's see if there's anyone else we can get. You know what? We'll take one of these quarterbacks here. Uh, let's go with Miller Moss out of Louisville with the last pick. Malik Willis is set to hit free agency. Get another person in the system. Even if it's a guy who's your third quarterback, you could still sign a backup. All right, so let's see how they grade the draft. They give it a B plus. We'll start back over with these picks now. Pick 52, Colton Hood. I think that's a great pick if he falls that far. He is falling down boards right now, but I still like him as a potential first round pick. Pick 84, Jennings Dunker, a tackle out of Iowa. May need to move into guard at the next level, but if any team's going to do that, it is the Packers. Pick number 120, Chris McClellan, the interior defensive lineman from Missouri. Pick 158, Aaron Anderson, the wide receiver out of LSU. Pick 200, Isaiah Nukobia, the safety out of SMU. Pick 236, Rayshon Benny, the defensive lineman out of Michigan. Pick 254, Patrick Payton, the edge rusher out of LSU. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. What was your favorite pick? What was your least favorite pick? As a reminder, we'll have more mock drafts for every NFL team before and after free agency. And make sure to like and subscribe if you like this content, as we'll have a lot more coming. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.